Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back at it again with another lesson. We're going to be talking about the minor 2-octave scale. We've worked on the major 2-octave scale, but now we're going to be talking about the minor. Can't forget about that. Here we go. All right, guys, so we've talked about the major 2-octave scale. We've done it in several different keys, and it's also good to know the minor 2-octave scale as well, or all your scales really at that in 2 octaves. All right, so this can be a good exercise as well as just being informative of your minor scale, just working your way around the fretboard. Also being able to shift correctly. All right, so sometimes you've come into some situations where you have to shift down because you don't have any more, your fingering has kind of lost place, right? So you have to shift down to the next note. All right, that just happens. All right, so to be able to be comfortable with shifting, learning 2-octave scales is a really good way to do that. All right, so first and foremost, I don't want to waste any time, so we're going to go with the key of G. All right, so we're in the key of G minor. G minor. All right, so we're going to be doing it in G. You can do this in whatever key, but what I like to do is start on the E string, whether you're playing a 5-string or what, it doesn't matter. You can either start on the B string or the E string, but with this scale, this particular method, you're going to be starting on the E string because it just makes it easier, the fingering wise. All right, so we have G. Let's just first spell out the minor scale. We have G, A, B flat, C, D, E flat, F, and then you're back home. All right, but we're going to be taking that 2 octaves. All right, so first off, the first line we're going to be playing is G, A, B flat. Now, here we're not going to skip to the next string. We're going to go and shift with our 4th finger. Okay, so to that C. So we have G, A, B flat, C. Okay, you got that? 3rd fret, 5th fret, 6th fret, 8th fret. Next string down. All right, the beauty about it is your first finger lands right on that 5th fret note on the A string, on the D. All right, so the fingering for this string is going to be 1, 2, 4, and then shift again a whole step with the 4th finger. Okay, let me do that slow again. So we have G, A, B flat, C, D, 2nd finger, E flat, F, 4th finger, shift up to the G. All right, so that's our whole 1-octave scale. All right, we've done the whole entire scale. So we've gotten from the 3rd fret to the 10th fret very, very smoothly, okay? Boom. We're already up here in this register of the bass. So this really makes you aware of your fretboard, learning your notes on the separate strings further down on the register of the fretboard, which is also always a plus. So where I leave off on the G. So we have the G. We start off on the we end on the G with our 4th finger. Next note down. The beauty about it is the way I like to work these 2-octave major scales is because to make it as easy as possible. So your 1st finger lands right on that next note on the A. Okay. So after that G, you play the A on the D string. You do the 2nd finger, that same fingering you did for the A string, you're going to do for the D string. All right, so for the A, B flat, C, D, same exact fingering. See that? Now for the last string, it gets a little tricky for this one. You're going to do a little bit of stretching. Okay, so not necessarily stretching, but it's a bit of a stretch, but you don't have to stretch to that note. If you can, it's great. If you can't, just go ahead and shift. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, so note we ended on was D. All right, next note we have E flat, F with our 3rd finger, and then we're back home with our 4th finger. So those are all whole steps. That last line on the G string. So we have 8th fret, 10th fret, 12th fret. Okay, the whole thing all together. See that jump? You just have to be aware of the jump, okay? So now what goes up must come down. I always say that. We always have to take our scales or whatever we're playing, let's play it backwards. Just be just as comfortable playing it backwards as we are playing it forward, okay? So on the way back down, it's going to be a little bit of a different fingering. So we have, so everything stays the same. Shift. All right, so we're shifting with our first finger on the way down, almost similar to the major scale, the 2-octave major scale. We're going to be we shift with a different finger on the way down. On the way up, we shift with the fourth. On the way down, we shift with the first. Okay, so everything stays the same, but now we have to shift with the first finger. So we have 4, 2, 1. I'm talking the finger numbers now. 4, 2, 1. Shift half step. Fourth finger lands. Same exact thing. All right, we did on the previous string. Fourth finger lands on the E string on the C. Whole step, half step. Now we shift the whole step to go home. All right, so I have this written out for you guys right underneath in the PDF file, in the PDF format. So let me do this in real time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that was the 2-octave minor scale. We happen to do it in G, but it works in whatever key you're starting on. All right, it's the same fingering, same concept. Okay, so the G minor 2-octave scale. So like I said, it's not that difficult. It's almost similar to the major octave scale, the major 2-octave scale. If you haven't seen that, go watch that. There's several different videos me talking about shifting, the importance of shifting as well, and an exercise to go along with that with some triads and things like that. Very interesting. Go check it out. If you guys haven't seen it, I either put a link up here or it's just called 2-octave major scale. It's simple enough. All right, so make sure you're taking this slow play with a metronome like I did just now. Go at your own pace, like I always say. Make sure your notes are coming out clean, clear, and precise. And until next time, I'll see you.